Hey, so from here on out, everything that's being said is a spoiler. You will not be able to go watch the movie and enjoy it fully if you continue on with this podcast. So I suggest you go watch the movie, come back, and then we'll all sit down and adult a little bit.
Hi, welcome to FamFic. This is Janet, and I'm here with my family. My husband.
Hello.
My son.
Hey.
My daughter.
Hi.
And we have a special guest joining us today, my brother.
Hello.
Today we're going to be doing a discussion about the new movie, The Last Jedi. And we're excited to have you here with our family hanging out with us. So enjoy the discussion and leave comments, like, and subscribe, please. Okay, so let's get into this discussion. What did you think of The Last Jedi, Aunt?
I enjoyed it very much.
What did you enjoy about it? What was your favorite part? You were telling me your favorite part last night, remember?
My favorite part would... What was my favorite part?
You were telling me your favorite thing about the movie was Rey and Kylo.
Oh, yeah, Rey and Kylo.
Yeah, you were telling me your favorite part about the movie was Rey and Kylo, like that whole thing.
Yeah, that was good. And, what else?
I don't know. You tell me.
Did you like how Snoke died?
Oh, yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah. Bill, what did you like did you like the movie?
Yes, I did. I absolutely liked the movie, yep.
Yeah, what was your favorite character in the movie?
I would have to say my favorite character through all the movies has been Chewbacca.
Yeah?
Tried and true, front to back. Never wavers.
You know what? Out of all, because I listen to a lot of Star Wars podcasts, and out of all the podcasts, I have not heard not one person say how great Chewie was in the movie. He was great when he beats down the door and he's all, "Wah!" I can't do the Chewbacca growl.
I used to. My wife had me fixed. I no longer have a uvula, so I can't make the Chewbacca sound. Sorry. But yeah,
it sounds like a porg now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Jonah, what'd you think of the movie?
It was pretty cool. I liked it a lot, but I was a little bit disappointed with how Captain Phasma and Snoke went out.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll get into that later, though.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a little bit. I'm sorry to hear that, though. I loved it.
Yeah, I'm with you for Phasma. Yeah, Brianna Tarth really should have done a way better fight.
Rebel scum. Bethany, what did you think of the movie?
Bueno.
Bueno?
Yeah.
Muy bien, huh?
See.
And so, really, what was your favorite part of the movie?
You're confusing me. Okay.
That's not hard. Come on, what's your favorite part of the movie?
I have no idea.
Was it shirtless Kylo Ren?
Maybe.
That was one of my favorite parts of the movie.
Shirtless
Of course
Yoda.
it was yours. I know you.
Yeah, not mine.
I think my favorite part was when they touched hands whenever they're sitting there.
Oh yeah, that was really good, huh?
That was actually a pretty powerful moment there. A lot transferred in just a little bit of skin.
I have to say that I absolutely loved it.
Sure.
I loved every bit of The Last Jedi. Well, there were some parts that were I kind of felt like I was dragging through it, but the rest of it was incredible. Visually, spiritually, it had everything.
Do you feel some of the humor in it was forced?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
You know,
The beginning was funny.
That's what I think the porgs were there for.
No, the porgs were there to sell merchandise.
Yeah.
They are awfully cute.
I thought the best looking porgs in there was the ones Chewie's about to wrap his teeth around.
Oh, the roasted porg?
Oh, yeah.
That one little one, though, he's just like, please, sir.
His pleading eyes.
Mama.
Mama. Oh,
That was my cousin's teeth.
I'll tell you, man. Chewie had the best acting out of the whole movie.
Oh my gosh. You guys are making me laugh too hard to talk on the podcast. Okay. Okay, you guys. Reel it in.
Pour some
All right.
sugar on me.
Porg.
Okay. Reel it in.
All right.
Okay, so, Aunt, what was your favorite performance of the movie?
Probably Adam Driver.
Yeah.
Yep. He's really good.
What was good about him, in your opinion?
I don't know. He seemed more conflicted. Like, he really
It's like 1 minute he was like this teddy bear around Rey, and then the next minute he's just like the stinking involved brat who thinks that the world owes him a living. Right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, he was just good.
Bill.
What's up?
Oh, you already told us your favorite character of the
I told
movie
you my
was
favorite
Chewie.
character was Chewie.
Jonah, who was your favorite character of the movie?
My favorite character was...
It's always Finn. You're a big Finn fan.
Yeah, I liked Finn and...
Rose.
Yeah. Finn
From
and Rose.
Attack, I mean, are you like more of an Attack the Block fan, or are you really like a FN 2187 kind of fan?
I'm pretty much both.
Yeah.
Yeah, both.
It's all about the white suit.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Bethany, what was your favorite performance of the movie?
Actually, I don't know really because I'm conflicted between I'm stuck in between either Luke or Adam Driver. Luke because he threw the lightsaber over his shoulder in the very beginning. I thought it was hilarious. And Adam Driver because he's hot.
Dude, what did that be like? Was that like a big old... Is that like a big old stick it to you when he throws the lightsaber over his shoulder?
You know what,
it's a big
I
old
think
stick
that-
it to you to the
That's
fans.
a stick it to you to J.J. Abrams.
Yeah.
And like, here's everything you worked on. Now I'm Ryan Johnson, so I'm gonna just throw whatever you made out.
Oh God. I hope Ryan Johnson and J.J. Abrams don't ever listen to this podcast.
I think it'd be good for him. Take him down a notch.
We'll talk about speculation at the end. Maybe they can take some notes. Let me think here. What's your favorite moment in the movie, Aunt?
Favorite moment?
Yeah.
When Snoke dies.
Yeah?
Really?
Love that part.
That has to be the favorite moment, huh?
Uh-huh.
I mean, is it because I'm being serious now? Because that's a really pivotal part of the whole freaking shenanigan. I mean, he's all conflicted in everything, and he can't be conflicted at that moment. He has to have everything in his mind that says, "I have to kill her. I'm going to kill her." All up to the point to where he actually ends up killing Snoke.
Yeah, to where he
had to
him.
be, because Snoke was sitting there the whole time saying, "I'm in your mind. I can see what he's going to do. He's turning the lightsaber." All up to the point to where the gotcha moment came and Snoke had a kidney surgery.
Yeah, and I wanted him to die too because I hated him in a good way because he's a bad guy and you're supposed to hate him.
Snoke?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
Janet.
So I just want to say something about that. I think you're wrong. Because he doesn't say that he knows he wants to kill her. Snoke specifically says he will kill his enemy.
Sure.
Whoever
maybe,
his enemy is.
And maybe that's the way he does it in his head, but really and truly, he had to have enough gumption in that whole thought for Snoke to be fooled. Right? So
maybe in his mind he was thinking, I'm going to kill my true enemy, because Snoke says whoever his true enemy is, and maybe at that point, because the big old bitch slap scene with Kylo Ren and Snoke at the beginning.
Well, no, I mean,
where he calls him a child.
So I don't have the actual words that were transferred back and forth. Just the feeling that I had during the movie, but that's the feeling that I took from it. Right? It wasn't any wordplay. Really, it was the emotions and the feeling that the Dark Jedi is feeling off of Adam Driver. He's feeling all of this raw emotion. So maybe you're right, but I really truly think that he had to kill Rey to get through.
Yeah, I think Kylo tricked him, because I think in his mind he was thinking, yeah, I'm gonna kill my true enemy, and my true enemy is you.
So what everybody doesn't see is we have this cat here, and it's the conversation cat. It hops to different people, and we talk.
So Bethany, what was your... Oh, you already told us your favorite moment, huh?
Oh, yeah.
They were touching hands. Jonah, what was your favorite moment in the movie?
My favorite moment?
Yes.
Is when Yoda came back and was just trolling Luke.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, that was my favorite part.
Yeah. That was true Frank Oz right there.
Because he knew the whole time that the Jedi texts were not in the tree, and he just blows it up just to mess with Luke.
I'm surprised at how many...
Who do you think took the books?
Rey.
Right.
I'm really surprised at how many people online don't realize that she took those books.
Yeah, it's right there at the very end when Finn opens the cabinet, right?
It was before that too.
Why do you think she took?
You see Rey shut the drawer and the books are in there.
Jonah, why do you think she took the books?
Oh man, that's a hard question. Carry the Jedi Order, to restart again,
Because you and I were having this conversation last night about why we thought she took the books.
Well, it was mostly what you theorized why she took them. and what was that?
Well, isn't that the way mom and son conversations work?
Pretty much.
Right. I'm going to tell you what to think, and you're just going to agree with me.
Yeah, pretty much. That's how it is. Mom likes to fantasize, and the son will stick with the facts of what things are.
There you go.
Hey, it's a fantasy story. You're supposed to. Anyway, okay, so Aunt, who was your least favorite character?
Least favorite?
You can have multiple if you need to, but...
Oh, I don't know. I kind of liked everyone. Let me think here. Come back to me on that one. I gotta think about that.
Okay. How about you, Bill?
Mine? Let's see. Least favorite besides the Pogs or whatever the hell
The
they are.
Porgs.
Porgs. They will come to assimilate you. It would have to be Red Guard number 3. They got tossed off into the frickin' blender in the middle
The
of
Cuisinart Guard.
Dude. Yeah, what an idiot. No. I got to tell you, back to my least favorite or most favorite character, it has to be the Code Cracker. I love to hate him.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Benicio del Toro.
Benicio del Toro. I love to hate him.
Okay, Jonah, who was your least favorite character?
I have to agree with Uncle Bill on this one. Was the Code Cracker.
Yeah.
Benicio?
Yeah, he just...
Did he even have a name in the movie?
I don't know. That's all.
I don't know. Was that bothering you, the way he was stuttering like that?
No, I mean, I know a guy that does that, so it's funny. I'm going to make fun of him for years now. Dude, come hack this for me.
I need to get past this shield on the Death Star.
I'm going to say Snoke is my least favorite because he did nothing. Literally nothing.
He was
just a wasted character.
No. He bitch slapped Kylo with the Force lightning at the beginning of the film.
He whacked Rey in the head with her lightsaber.
So, yeah, he did that too.
Well, it seems like there's a whole bunch of front story to Snoke too that we don't know.
Yeah.
Right?
Front story?
Backstory.
No, because it's in front of this story, right? It's in front. The way they're numbered. We watched 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. Now we're doing 7, 8, 9. So Snoke was in there at some point earlier than this story. So wouldn't that be in front of this story?
I would say you call it a backstory because it's something that happened in the past.
Yeah.
But it's no big deal. You can call it whatever you want.
I have brain issues, so
It's okay.
Yeah. Okay. So the backstory on him has to be deep and wide, right? Because
hopefully,
here's a couple things that are mentioned that we never really find out about. The group of Jedi that Adam Driver took off with,
the Knights of Ren.
right?
Oh gosh, I really wanted to see them.
Snoke's early influence with Ren and the Jedi, and Snoke obviously knows Luke, right? So there was some kind of point there where Snoke was involved with Luke and the Knights that were being trained. So, I mean, I have to explain something too. I don't watch a lot of the side story stuff, so my knowledge is based solely off the movies.
Well, let me reassure you that they have not talked really about him in the expanded universe material. Like, I've read all the books, and the very least you get a hint that maybe he might be something in the Outer Rim territory from the Aftermath series. In the Bloodline book, in the Aftermath book series, also Leia can feel this really dark presence when she's pregnant with little Ben Solo, and it's Snoke already manipulating his mind.
Wow.
As an embryo.
Evil in the womb.
Yeah.
Oof.
That sounds like a wrestler.
He was. He is. Bethany, who was your least favorite character in the movie?
I think that one chick that came in and took over Leia's position or whatever the frick her name was.
Vice Admiral Holdo.
You mean Effie?
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. I
She
really
just
like
kind of
her.
tinkles in and, hey, I'm in charge.
Yeah.
You
like,
two,
I
you're going to
like
the Hunger
it.
Games. Get out of here.
Poor Poe. Finn and Rose, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't
No,
like
actually, Poe's the one who sends Finn and Rose to the Hunger Games.
And still, she looks. Yeah, it's very much a parallel for me.
Well, that character is actually in the Leia Princess of Alderaan book. And in the Princess of Alderaan book, she's a different type of character. She's actually kind of more like a Luna Lovegood type of a character. Where she's like kind of...
I thought she was like some badass general. Military strategy.
Because in Leia Princess of Alderaan, it's all about Leia and her when they're like 16.
Oh, okay.
And she's like a Luna Lovegood type character from Harry Potter who... Like, she says kind of weird, crazy things, like, but in the end, they start to make sense.
Yeah, no, she totally took the stage in this one like Effie.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I agree with that. She did remind me a lot of Effie Trinket. Okay, so...
You have to give her credit, though. Like,
Especially
she
'cause
blew
the
up
hair,
how
right?
many stars?
Oh, yeah, I thought that was brilliant at the
Okay,
end.
so if you want to talk about morals there,
Ooh.
that's a good one. It does not matter what you do. Somebody can always stop what you think you're going to do.
So Jonah, what was your least favorite moment or character? We're on least favorite character, huh? Jonah,
No, I already did least favorite
He
character.
just did that.
Oh, what was your least favorite moment?
How Captain Phasma went out like a punk.
Yes, she did.
Punked out, just like freaking Boba Fett
Yeah,
did.
just like Boba Fett, except shinier.
Oh, yeah.
I thought Finn reached over and hit a toilet flusher.
Why'd her go down the hole?
Yeah. I was thinking Brienne Tarth, he pulled out the mace, they were gonna go at it. I was thinking this big, Finn and the Hound, and it ended up not.
Yeah.
It ended up Finn jacking her up from the back.
I was pretty disappointed in that one too, because I love Gwendolyn Christie, and I think I thought she was gonna get better in this movie than she did in The Force Awakens, and actually she got better in The Force Awakens than she did in this movie.
She might be back.
What does she have? Like 3 lines?
That'd be
So
retarded.
good.
She might be back.
If they bring her back every episode, that'd be kind of stupid. You think?
She might be back. Adam Driver needs an apprentice, and I think it's going to be a woman.
Yeah, why not?
I
Chrome.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so Bethany, what was your least favorite moment?
My least favorite moment. I think it was when Poe decided to disobey Leia and got all those people killed instead.
Oh my gosh,
That I thought
right?
was really retarded.
Poe is almost like a completely different character in a way.
Oh, yeah.
His characteristics were different than when he was
You
in
think they did that to
Like,
develop
he wasn't
him more?
really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he was like
I mean, he was like the right side of the bromance in the first one. Now he's actually a character. Right?
okay.
Yeah.
Because Aunt and I were talking about this last night, and I know a lot of people like Poe, and that's really great, and it's okay. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like Poe because he was never meant to be a character in the movie. He was supposed to die at the beginning of The Force Awakens, and JJ said, "Oh, all right, well, we'll give your character something to do, so we don't have to kill you off." And now everybody's like stuck him in this place where they think he's one of the 3 main characters, and he's not. The 3 main characters of the film are Rey, Finn, and Kylo, and that's really clear in The Force Awakens that it's Rey, Finn, and Kylo. Poe is like a supporting character. In my opinion, he's not one of the main 3, and he never was meant to be.
Kind of like Greedo, right? Who shot first?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I mean, you're a character of fame, but you really only have a small part.
Right.
Yeah,
And
gotcha.
I just in the movie, I just kept thinking, he's so different from The Force Awakens.
Well, they're beyond that now. They have to develop him out.
They
now.
have to give him something, like some kind of a challenge. They
stuck.
couldn't give him something better than that.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a jerk to Leia and Holdo.
Oh,
I'm going to be a
hold
sexist
on.
jerk to Leia and Holdo.
It wasn't
Sex
sexist.
is,
Yeah,
don't jump to that.
Didn't
Yeah.
want to listen to
You're
the
going
women.
too far now.
Yeah.
Pull it back.
Hashtag it happened to me.
I'm sorry. Leia told him,
No, here's the
come
deal.
back.
Here's the deal.
This is your orders. And he disobeyed.
Right. So he knows that the transports in there are death traps. Correct? He knows they only have so much fuel. If they had this super top secret plan to get everybody snuck down there to this base, why at that time did they not give up that plan to him, who was obviously a commander at the time?
You're talking about the whole thing with Holdo?
Yeah.
Because he just got done getting everybody killed. Leia had demoted him. She blapped him and said, "You are demoted."
I get it. But on the same hand, though, I don't think it was like that. I think they should have told him, because
here's my thing. Like I'm a leader in my job of what I do.
Okay.
And I don't always have to give an explanation.
Ready? Answer this. If he had not gone and sacrificed those bombers and destroyed that destroyer, how far do you think this movie would have gotten?
It was meant for the story, huh? Okay.
How far do you think this story would have been able to be written?
I don't know. They could have cut all that out and went straight to Octu.
So is that just bad?
Yeah, but the destroyer would have killed him.
So is that
right?
just bad
the
writing
Dreadnought.
then?
The Dreadnought would have killed him.
Is that just bad writing for the movie?
I think they wrote themselves into a it's a trap. I don't think they could have gotten
They're
out.
trying to make sure there was no plot holes.
I think, yeah. Excuse me. If they had told Poe, then Finn and Rose wouldn't have gone to the casino planet, right?
Which I did not like that part.
That was a lot of extra stuff,
Yeah, it did
right?
feel
I mean,
like-
maybe they should have just told Poe and let it be, and then
I think that was
how could you have gotten Finn over to the other?
Why couldn't they? Somebody said this in a
I
different.
don't know. That's a good one.
Like, I think it was on Scavenger's Horde. Somebody said, why couldn't they have just made Rose the code cracker and sent them both on the mission straight to the ship to crack the code and turn
Yeah.
off the machine?
I like the fact that they had to find somebody that was way better, right? Because we don't need a Wesley Crusher in Star Wars.
It would be
I'm
way,
sorry.
yeah, it'd be way too convenient.
But she's
Right.
not. She wouldn't be.
But then again, I think the reason they did that so they could show that little part near the end where that kid who's
Pulls the broom to him.
yeah
Maybe.
to kind of show that I guess the eventual
Oh,
come
the,
back
time,
of
the final time.
Yeah.
The
Right.
future Jedi janitor.
May the sweet be with you.
No!
every
you guys are
Jedi's
like
gotta
a
make
janitor
his
for
way
the
through
Breakfast
life.
Club.
Ray comes along. Hey, I'll offer you way more an hour.
They all didn't start out sitting in circle chairs.
Actually, how would you feel about because Luke is you told me
that
Luke
was
was your hero.
Luke was the man.
So how'd you feel when he died?
Sad. I was.
When Luke died?
I didn't want him to die,
Luke's
but
not dead.
I was more sad and disappointed that he wasn't actually there fighting. It was what is it? What it called?
It's his
His
force
astral projection.
Yeah.
His force
That
projection.
I didn't like that. I think there's a missed opportunity to see what Luke could really do in a battle.
But you.
Which-
Okay.
Well, here's the thing. If you look at the parallels, right, and there are a lot of parallels. They're trying to drag the old into the new all the time. I did not want to see Luke go out like Ben Kenobi. I did not want Adam Driver to be that Darth Vader figure in that conflict, and that made me so happy when the big Foxtrot uniform was handed to Adam Driver after all was said and done. That you did not kill me. I'm still around, and I'm gonna hang out.
And that's true. And he went out like
I'm gonna visit you in the bathroom.
like in A New Hope. He went out looking at the moons or the suns or whatever, like he did in A New Hope. Remember when he's sitting there in A New Hope, just staring at the suns?
Oh yeah.
But still, I was disappointed at that. Little bummed
I
out.
think it's
That
gonna
was
be
good.
funny because you can make so many jokes after that
But he didn't.
during that time.
You know,
that
okay,
time
so
between the Last
Han
Jedi.
Solo is dead. Han is going to be in the third, or
Luke.
Luke's going to be in the third one. There's no two ways about it. He's going to be blue glowy, right? And he'll talk to Rey.
And Leia turned into Mary Poppins.
I think he's
I didn't
gonna-
like that part.
Yeah,
either.
that was a little stretch.
Oh, I loved all the Leia parts.
I think
Yeah.
they should have taken Leia out right there.
No.
Blown her up.
I think
for the
that's. I
cause.
think that's why they didn't.
No.
I think that's why they didn't, and that was to kind of give her a little bit of a
her special
special moment.
yeah.
Right? Because she did, you know.
But it was always about Leia from the very beginning. It was her fight from the very beginning.
Yeah, I think it's
From A
too
New
soon
Hope.
for her to be pulled out of the story.
Yeah, but
I
there's
can see
nothing
that.
they can do. Well, here's something that I'm looking forward to with J.J. Abrams, though. This is how I'm seeing it in my mind and why I think Kathleen Kennedy handed Episode 9 back to J.J. Abrams. Like, she fired Colin Trevorrow and she handed it back to J.J. Abrams. And here's why I think she did this. Because the whole story of The Force Awakens, everybody's talking about Luke Skywalker and talking about Luke Skywalker, and we need to get the map to Luke Skywalker, and he is very much a part of that story without actually having to be in that story
He's the
until
seed
the
of hope.
very
But-
end.
Yep, he's the seed of
So,
hope.
I mean, JJ's like really good at doing things like that. And I think I'm hoping and keeping my fingers crossed that he can do something to that nature with Leia's character, like where he
Well,
can
how do you-
make her still very much present without her actually having to be involved in the movie.
Yeah.
What was the point of
Yeah.
that map then? That R2D2 and BB-8 had.
That's the
Because-
MacGuffin.
But why did they make that if Luke just went there to die? Why?
I don't think he did.
I think he was just hiding.
Maybe they didn't.
He
know.
says he came here. He says I came here to die.
And
Well,
then
do you
Snoke
think
Well,
they
yeah,
did?
and he was all completely cut off from the Force and everything,
Yeah, but do you
right?
think they knew that that's why he went there?
I don't think the writers knew that's why he went there. So they
Not until they put it
JJ
in.
didn't know.
no, JJ knew what he wanted to do. Probably
And Ryan changed it up.
the little guy changed it up.
The little guy. Like I'm having this picture of a hobbit in my head. No, Ryan's brilliant. Like I loved the movie, even though it had like its little moments. I really loved the movie, and by far my favorite part, like my favorite storyline in the movie was the Reylo storyline, because that was just like I never imagined them doing something like that with those two characters to kind of draw them into the same space. Because they're like trillions of light years apart, right? She's
Well,
in the
Snoke
middle
did that.
of the galaxy. Well, supposedly, but even after he's dead,
Supposedly
He opened the bridge. He said,
Suppo-
I made contact for the Force bridge. Right? I made contact. He didn't say, I maintained contact. It's like anything else, right? I mean, once you do it once, I mean, obviously you might be able to do it again, and each time you do it, it gets easier and easier.
okay, but here's something that I think is like, I think it's more the Force pulling them together, not so much Snoke.
Well, that would make sense, right? Because even Snoke said, as you grow in power, she'll grow in power. So, opposites attract,
Absolutely.
right?
And they attracted heavily in this movie because
It's still a Greek
lot
tragedy. It'll never happen, and the poor guy's going to die.
He
I hate to
possibly.
tell you what.
But here's something that I think. And
Maybe not. Maybe he'll find a new apprentice and go off and
No.
sit there.
No. But here's something I think. I think that Snoke's coming back. I don't think Snoke's really dead.
That was a pretty dead tongue that he had.
Star
sticking
Wars.
out.
Yeah.
Look. Star Wars Theories podcast said, what if that was just like a conjuring, like a projection that he was doing, since this is so prominent in the
Wow,
movie?
then those ashes were really good for
Hey,
astral projection.
it's fiction. It's fiction. They can do pretty much whatever they want with their story.
True.
In Days of Our Lives, Stefano DiMera came back from the dead like 90 times.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's a space opera. So if they wanted to bring him back, it's
Back
possible.
to the blender, Snoke.
But look at that dude's character. Like, that dude looks like he's been ripped up and put back together like 90 million times already. Anyway, all kidding aside, this was a really brilliant movie. I really loved it. It did have moments. It wasn't perfect, but it was a really great movie.
I wouldn't say brilliant.
I thought it was.
I would say good.
Bueno.
I thought it was good. What do you think the moral of the story was, Aunt?
The struggle for light and dark with Kylo Ren. The struggle is real. That's it.
I think it was like I really see a lot of what other people are saying, and that is that it's like about failure, like
not
dealing
everybody's
with
good.
like dealing with failure, right?
I was actually gonna say
Well,
not
that was
everybody's
Joe's
good.
statement in it. You got to teach them to fail. He also said something very true too, where we are the masters, and our only hope is that our students surpass us.
And what were you saying, Bethany? Say it again. That was
Not
good.
everybody's a good guy.
Not everybody is a good guy. That is a really great theme in the movie. Because
Codebreaker.
the Codebreaker was showing Finn that stuff about the Resistance and the First Order, that they were buying their arms from the same people,
Yep.
their
Okay.
weapons and stuff. But anyway, we just wanted to thank you for joining our family, and hopefully you enjoyed the conversation and we made you laugh a bit, and you enjoyed our discussion about The Last Jedi, and we'll see you next week. Have a great week.
Infinity Wars!